got my 6-gun handy, got my rifle too. We'll be meeting redskins before we're through, but I'll drop 'em dead before they ever get you. Get along, little pony, get along. Get along, little pony, pick your feet up smart. Gotta get going and we might as well start. I'll sing you a right pretty song. Get along, little pony, get along. Get along, little pony, get along.
It seems to me as if we should come to some signs of civilization before now.
4 days of hard riding without seeing a ranch house. It don't seem possible.
Listen! Sound to me like I hear wagon wheels.
Sure enough. It's a wagon train. They are coming out of the same country we are heading into. Indians. Within 100 yards of him down that draw. Come on. Make it look like as man-to-man as possible.
We got him between two fires.
This is most fun I have since they run me off from Santa Fe.
How goes it, Trigger? All right, I reckon.
Yummy antojo!
Aquí es Buxcus.
It's all over. I'll go see if I can find our horses.
If you're going our way, we'd be proud to have you ride with us.
No, we're heading west.
One reason we whipped the Indian for you to ask the way for Paradise Valley.
Well, our wagon tracks will lead you right into Paradise Valley, but I wouldn't advise any friend of mine to go there.
Indians?
The Indians are bad, but the whites in that district are worse the Indians ever dared to be.
Do you know a rancher there by the name of Larry Munro?
He's about the only one left there.
Thanks.
Remember, I warned you, if you ride into that valley, you'll never come out alive.
That's a chance we've got to take.
So long. Be careful. Take care of yourself.
Strangers just rolled in, Mom. I don't much like the looks of them.
I'll go out and talk to them. You stay here and keep them covered.
We're looking for a man named Larry Munro. Is he here?
What's your business with Mr. Munro?
We don't rightly know, ma'am, until we talk with him. You see, he sent for us. Said he was in some sort of trouble. My name is Wade.
Kentucky Wade. I might have known it. I'm Larry's sister. It's all right, Buck. They're Larry's best friends. You must be Trigger Benton.
That's right, ma'am.
And you couldn't be anyone but Mike Morales.
Si, senorita. And this is Senor Hanford. Oh, he lets all his friends call him Dude.
I hope you'll let me call you that, too. I can't wait for Larry to find out you're here.
Isn't he here? Where is he?
Well, he went to town this morning without telling me. I was just going in myself because, well, it's dangerous and I was worried.
In that case, ma'am, I reckon we'll ride along with you.
You better stay and watch after things on the ranch, Buck.
You keep this for me and take very good care of it.
And it is this paper's opinion that when peaceful ranchers are driven from their homes by organized outlaws, it is high time the citizens of this district took the law into their own hands.
Coming from you, Matt, that editorial's a classic.
All the ranchers gone but Munro. And when we get his place, we've got a 15-mile stretch of border to run cattle in from the other side.
Then we'll make some real money.
Well, it might not be so easy to get Munro's ranch. He'll put up a fight.
Yeah? If he couldn't fight with the ranchers back of him, what can he do now that he's alone?
He'll sell out inside of a week.
If he doesn't, he'll wake up some morning and find he's been...
Larry Munro just rode into town. He stopped at the bank. Maybe he's ready to sell out now.
See what you can find out. If he's not here to sell, now's as good a time as any for a showdown.
You wait here and be ready to back any play I make.
It's not gold rock, Larry. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, it's some kind of metal, though. Look at those specks in it.
Well, it won't add a cent to the value of your land, but I'll test it if you say so.
All right. I'll be back for it before I go home.
All right.
Well, Munro, here you decide to sell your ranch. You heard wrong. Hope you ain't making a mistake. If I was in your place,
You ain't in my place, and you never will be.
Sounds like you're looking for trouble.
No, but I ain't running from any. And you can tell your boss, whoever he is, that he and all his hired killers can't run me off the Circle D.
Are you hinting?
I don't hint. You heard what I said, and you know what I meant. Now it's your move.
Shucks, Larry. No sense in you and I having any trouble.
That's up to you.
What's happened here, Munro?
Steve in Nevada started a gunplay to get me.
That's a lie. Munro started it. He shot Nevada down without giving him a chance to draw.
I guess Nevada's gun will tell the story, Sheriff.
Looks bad, Larry. This gun ain't been fired. Of course not. Munro shot him down cold. I drew to try to protect him, and Munro outshot me. There's my gun with one empty shell in it.
Then you swapped guns with him. Ain't anyone seen this ruckus?
Yeah, I did. I saw the whole business. It happened just the way... But I was so far away, I couldn't really tell just how it happened.
Well, you're sure a great help. I guess it's nothing to do but lock you up and let the courts decide this. You fellas look after Nevada.
There's been trouble here. The sheriff has taken someone to jail.
Why, it's Larry!
Wonder who them four strangers are, Ellis.
Can't imagine. And I don't like the looks of it.
It ain't customary to walk into my jail wearing so much hardware.
We had no intentions of using them, Sheriff. But if we did, we'd have to draw much faster than that. Don't worry, Sheriff. We've never thrown in against the law yet.
Kentucky Wade! Dude, Mike, Trigger! Why, you old scorpions! They're all right, Sheriff. There used to be law officers back home. Well, I'll tell you, they framed me on something out there.
Couldn't we bail him out, Sheriff?
Maybe. You'll have to see Judge Lawrence about that. Probably cost you a heap.
Come on, boys, shell out. Is Judge Lawrence on the level?
Absolutely.
Where will I find him?
Over at the Silver Dollar, I reckon. I'll introduce you.
You boys stay here. I'll be back in a minute.
Granting bail to a man accused of murder is serious business, Sheriff.
But you know Larry Munro, Judge, and you know he's no murderer.
Personally, I'd rather trust Monroe's word than the man that accused him.
All right, if you recommend it, Sheriff. I'll make out the necessary papers and bring them over to your office.
Thank you, Judge.
What's it all about, Danny?
The judge is going to let Munro out on bail.
Tip off any of our men in here to watch Doc Hardy and follow any move he may make.
I just heard that Judge Lawrence is going to turn Munro loose on bail.
What?
Why, Judge Lawrence wouldn't do anything like that. He's signing the papers right now.
No wonder this town has become a hangout for all the outlaws in the territory. It looks to me like it's about time the citizens took matters into their own hands.
It's the only way we'll ever get any law in here. Listen, men. Judge Lawrence is going to turn Munro loose on bail. Now, are we going to stand behind a court that'll turn a killer loose a half an hour after he's arrested?
No. What's keeping the judge? I don't know. He should be here now.
Say, Larry.
Now, get your hands, Larry. He'll be out here in a minute.
Just follow me.
Sheriff. There's a mob gathering at the saloon, and I don't like the looks of it. Better get inside, Sheriff.
I ain't never run from a mob yet. And I'm too old to start. That's close enough, men. I said that's close enough.
We've got nothing against you, Sheriff. But you've got a prisoner in there that...
I've got a prisoner inside that's going to stay inside, safe in the hands of the law. I'm giving you about 5 seconds to clear out. Then I'm declaring open season on the lot of you.
Are you going to stand there and let one man back you down?
Let him hook! Shoot over the heads first.
fooling.
All right, let him have it.
Why don't you let Larry out?
I'll do that.
Oh, enough of this.
Get some water. Stop the bleeding.
I'm afraid we'll have to have a doctor pretty soon.
Well, Sheriff. He's been hit hard.
We can only get him to the jail in Yuma.
Is there a back way out of here?
Yes, why?
If we can get him on the stage, maybe we can make Yuma.
All right, try it.
Lucy, see if the way is clear.
No one outside.
Bar the door after me.
I'm going with you.
Not a chance. It'll probably turn into a running fight. So long. Back on those horses, amigo.
I swear I seen a couple of men load Munro on the Yuma stage just now.
What are you telling me for? Get the boys and go after it. And don't let that mob know. Let them keep the sheriff busy in case you're mistaken.
Senorita! She's gone!
Gone.
What are you doing here, Lucy?
I had to come. I'll take Larry on to Yuma and you go back and help your friends.
I guess you're right. It ought to be safe enough from here on. Knock on those horses! They're in for it now! Indian.
That takes a lot of work off our hands. to work off our heads.
Tucker far enough on the way to make it safe to break the news to them polecats out there. Might be wise for you all to slip out the back way and trail after your friends, just in case they need you.
Ain't those hombres liable to get kind of salty when they find you let the prisoner slip right through their fingers?
I'll have to take that chance. Go ahead.
Stop firing, but stay under cover. Might be a trick. Come on out, Sheriff, with your hands up, and bring the prisoner with you. Where's Munro?
He and his friends left town an hour ago.
Step inside. Where's your prisoner and the other men that were in here?
Halfway to Yuma, but now, I reckon.
If you've let that killer slip out of our hands, Sheriff...
It's my job to protect the prisoners till they get a fair trial.
And you deserve the thanks of every law-abiding man in this town, Sheriff. Buckskin, I'm surprised that a man of your standing would be a party to such a thing.
But I thought
Never mind. I want you and Doc Hardy and Braden and Gorey to join me in backing up the sheriff in support of law and order in this town.
We're with you, Mr. Keeler.
Yes, sir.
Well, me too, I guess.
The rest of you clear out.
All right, come on.
To give you any more trouble, Sheriff, look us up over in my office.
Thanks, Matt. That's mighty white of you.
Yeah.
idea. First you tell us to break into jail and drag Munro out, then you bawl me out for trying to do it.
I knew they smuggled Munro out of town. I sent Steve and his men to see that he didn't get away.
So you bawl me out to get yourself in solid with the sheriff, huh?
Pretty smart, I think. The less the sheriff suspects, the safer we all are.
Sure.
You fellas mosey over to the saloon. I'll see you later.
Steve and his men just rode in.
You finish what you started out to do?
Didn't have to. The Indians beat us to it.
Indians?
Yeah, some of Buckskin's friends, I reckon. Looked like part of Red Hatchet's tribe.
If Red Hatchet's got him, that's the end of him.
That gives us Munro's ranch and a 15-mile stretch of border to run cattle over. Now we can make some real money with no one to interfere.
Look, Matt. Munro struck it rich.
Struck it rich? What do you mean?
Well, he brought these samples in to be assayed, and I tell you, he really struck it.
Gold?
No, platinum. Platinum? What's platinum?
It's worth twice as much as gold.
Where did he find it?
Wouldn't tell me.
That's luck for you. Now that he's worth more to us alive than dead, the Indians have killed him.
Red Hatchet wouldn't kill him quick if he could help it. He'd take him to camp where he could die. Slower.
Get out of Red Hatchet's camp. If Munro's alive, take him to the hideout and sweat him.
Red Hatchet may be a cousin of mine, but he wouldn't give up a prisoner just because I asked him.
Buy him all. Offer him money, rifles, anything he wants. Only get Munro alive. Steve, you go with him so he'll know it's on the level.
Look, Matt, that stuff will run over $1,000 to a ton.
Indians.
Coach Larry was riding in all right.
Evidently, they didn't kill him.
They've taken him prisoner, and that's worse.
The least we can do is follow their trail to camp. Look for a chance to set him free.
Oh, that's easy. There's 3 of us. There's only 300-400 Indians.
You brave man. Red Hatchet, see how brave.
Let me go!
You, brave man, Red Hatchet, like brave man. When night
come. Plenty cold. Red hatchet. Make big fire. Let all white man plenty warm.
You shouldn't have done it, Kentucky. You've thrown your life away for nothing.
Oh, maybe not. Anyway, I wouldn't have slept very well if I hadn't tried.
Hey.
Hey, no what? No more.
Red Hatchet, we must talk same as white man, because my friend, him, no talk Indian.
White man?
What does he want? We Red Hatchet's camp.
The white chief sends him to get prisoner you are holding here.
White chief? What does he mean?
It's beyond me.
Red Hatchet give no prisoners.
The white chief will pay you money, plenty of money.
Red Hatchet need no money.
Does Red Hatchet need rifles?
How many rifles?
10.
Plenty. Enough for all your men.
3 prisoners. Catch them. Which one?
Enough.
Is it possible that white men would trade rifles to the Indians?
It's hard to believe.
No. Let's go. Way hard. Hit the shaver. Start him out into you.
Go on.
Oh, Kentucky, we can't let them take him out.
Easy, Miss Lucy. You couldn't do him any good even if you did get loose.
Kentucky, are they going to kill him in cold blood?
I doubt it. They could have let the Indians do that.
Then what do they want with him?
I can't figure it. But he must be worth more to them alive than dead. And that's some consolation.
But what's going to become of you?
Now, don't worry about me, Miss Lucy. I reckon Trigger and the boys will turn up along about nightfall.
Anything we can do to get them away from those red devils, Trigger?
When they bring them out the title to the stake, we ride in shooting and see what happen, huh?
Can't figure any other way. We'll try it. But only as a last resort. Looks to me like there's only one guard with those ponies.
That's right. It looks like he's riding Kentucky's horse.
Think you could sneak up on them and knock them out without rousing the camp, Mike?
Sure, but what for?
Stampede the horses straight through camp. Dude and I'll stand by. When the Indians scatter, we'll make a dash and try to get Lucy and Kentucky out of the village.
It's practically finished already, amigo mio. Hold my horse.
Let's try to sneak up a little closer.
Is that noise getting on your nerves, Lucy?
Yes, it is.
Don't let it bother you. You know, Indians are like coyotes. They like to hear themselves howl. Why, it doesn't mean a thing.
Thanks, Kentucky. But I know what that chant means. It's the death next dance.
Oh, no.
Looks like we're too late.
Why doesn't Mike stampede those horses?
Ain't had time. You still got a fighting chance. Take these horses and get mounted.
like we're too late.
Come on. We've got one chance in 1,000.
Thanks, Mike. We're pretty safe now. It would take the Indians half the night to round up enough ponies to follow us, even though they could pick up our trails in the dark.
But we can't run away and leave Larry prisoner with those Indians.
Larry's not with them, Mike.
Not with him? How he got away?
Some white men came and bargained for him. Promised to let them have a lot of rifles for him.
White men? Who were they?
We were held prisoners in a teepee. We couldn't see them. We could only hear their voices.
You think maybe they kill him?
No. It would have been easier to let the Indians do that. Something has happened to make Larry more valuable to them alive than dead.
What do you reckon they want with him?
That's something we've got to find out. But we can't do anything about it tonight, so we might as well get back to the Circle D.
Take the ropes off him.
Who are you? What have you brought me here for?
You'll find out. And don't forget, I'll be watching you every second from the next room. In the dark.
Steve Claggett. I thought I recognized your voice.
I sort of thought you would.
Now, what do you want with me?
Nothing that'll hurt you much, Larry. Just a little favor between friends.
You've got the nerve to call yourself a friend after framing a murder on me and trying to get me lynched?
Just where did you get them ore samples, Munro?
So it was metal. I struck it rich, eh?
Not too rich, but enough so we'll make it worth your while to tell us where you found it.
What's the deal?
You tell me where you found this sample and your ranch will never be molested again.
I gave you a message to take to your boss once before. Now I'll give you another. He and all his hired gunmen couldn't scare me off my ranch, and they ain't scaring me now.
We may not have to scare you off it, Munro.
Whoever you are, I reckon you won't be using that gun on me.
What makes you so sure?
Then there wouldn't be anyone left to tell you what you want to know.
You're right, Munro. We ain't gonna use a pistol on you. There are other ways to make men talk besides shooting them.
Day. There'll be 20,000 head on the prairie trail, and tomorrow we'll be on our way. speaking as we're riding home from the roundup on the range. Tired ponies loafing along while we're singing a song of the same.
Why, Miss Lucy, what is it?
Oh, I don't see how anyone who claims to be Larry's friend can be so happy when we don't know where he is or what's happened to him.
Well, you just don't understand them, ma'am. Either one of them would swap places with Larry if it'd make you any happier.
Then how can they sing at such a time?
It's just their awkward way of trying to cheer you up. I'll tell them to quit.
No, please don't. I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
Now, that's better.
He likes singing while we're riding home from the roundup on the range. Sitting easy in the saddle and a-swinging along, singing a song of the same.
I not know the horse sing like that, don't you?
The next thing we know, it'll be trying to play the guitar.
Take it easy, dude. Don't let them get you down.
Well, anyway, I liked it.
Even the duet?
Even the duet.
Well, ma'am, we'll be staying so long for a while. We've got business in town.
Business? What sort of business?
We don't exactly know ourselves until we get there. Come on, boys.
Like our company, we'll leave you alone for a little while to think things over.
When you come back, the answer will still be the same.
Keep an eye on Munro while we're in town, Baldy. And see if he's still here when we get back.
Don't worry, he'll be here.
Keeler in? Come in. So, you finally got here, eh?
Did you figure that out yourself, Keeler, or did you have someone to help you?
Well, did you get Munro away from the Indians?
Sure, but we had to promise them a lot of rifles, and you better see that they get them, too.
Bad business. Arming the Indians.
Yes, sir. I don't like it a bit, Keeler. They might use those rifles on us if they get enough of them.
You can get out of this deal anytime you don't like my way of running it, Purvis.
Well, I didn't mean anything like that, Matt.
Then keep quiet. Well, did Munro tell you where he found that platinum deposit?
No, and I don't think he will.
I worked on him all night and couldn't get a thing out of it.
Must be some way to make him talk. How about his sister? Indians get her, too?
Yeah. We better forget about her. She and Kentucky Wade have gone up in smoke.
Say, Buckskin, do you believe in ghosts?
Are you trying to be funny?
Well, here's Kentucky Wade and his three partners.
He's the first white man that's ever got away from Red Hatchet.
If he got away, that means Munro's sister got away, too.
Yeah, and it ain't safe to fool around that ranch until we show Wade and his men are out of the way.
When you find a good, safe way to get rid of those four gun throwers, let me know.
All right. First, you send Foster to the Circle D to tell Lucy Munro he's found her brother.
And then?
Let him lead her straight to Munro.
How does that get rid of the gun throwers?
Steve will take care of that end of it. Here. You take this gun.
Larry Munro's gun.
Hello, Steve. What do you have? You know anybody wants to buy a good gun?
It looks like the gun I gave Larry 2-3 years ago. You remember?
Not bad.
You mind if I take a look at it?
Help yourself. I ain't in the market.
Nice-looking gun. What's it worth?
Worth plenty, but I'd be glad to take a $20 gold piece for it.
Looks like you've sold the gun. Here you are.
Much obliged.
I bet you $2 against a chili pepper he knows where he's Larry.
Of course he does.
You're not going to let him leave without telling us where he is, are you?
I sure am. And we're going to trail him and find out plenty.
It's all set.
Boys. Let them get clear at the opening before you start anything. No, they're coming. I hear their horses. What's this? Where are the riders?
Right behind you. Drop those guns. We don't miss at this distance. Ride herd on these fellows. I'm going after Steve. Get on your feet. You've got a lot of talking to do. So you don't want to tell us where you're holding Larry Munro, huh?
We don't know anything about him, I tell you.
Now, that's too bad. Mike, take one of them down back of that rock.
Any particular one, amigo?
They all look alike to me.
Oh, he's a very nice vest, senor. I think maybe he be first, huh?
Suit yourself.
Hey, what is this? What are you going to do with him, Wade?
Exactly what you would do if you were in our place and we were in yours.
You better not see this, senor. He's 7-year bad luck to watch yourself get shot. Don't shoot yet. You will spoil the vest. Everything is now ready, amiguito.
You ain't kidding no one. You couldn't shoot a man like this.
It's a very fine way for you to think, senor. You know, if you believe a thing is so, it is so. Maybe. We see.
Still got time to talk, Steve.
It's murder.
It all depends the way you look at it, senor.
Wait. If you kill me, there'll be no one to tell you where Munro is.
So you do know where he is, huh?
Sure. I know.
I'll tell you where he is.
You'll do more than that. You'll lead us to him. Mike, put him on his horse.
Fellas dead?
Well, I don't know about them. I don't think I am, because a dead man couldn't have a headache like I got.
We'll have to leave the horses here a minute. That bridge won't carry them.
Well, won't we need our horses on the other side of the bridge?
No, ma'am. We're just going the other side of that ridge.
Listen. I hear horses.
Come on, miss. We gotta keep moving if you want to see your brother Larry.
Oh, wait. It's Kentucky Wade and his friends.
We're not waiting. Come on, get off that horse.
It's Lucy Munro. Lucy, what's going on here?
That man told me Larry was alive. He promised to take me to him.
Cheer up, Lucy. Larry is alive. And this man here is taking us to where they're holding him. Get him off his horse, boys. We go on foot from here. Get back among the rocks.
Hey, Buckskin! A lot of shooting up at the bridge.
Get your guns in. Come on, boys.
Let's go. Come on.
You hit hard, Trigger? Reckon a 45 slug never did any man any good. I think we can get across now. They're going to smash the bridge. We've got to be on the other side before that happens.
Me too.
You stay here and guard that prisoner. Come on, Trig. Hit hard, Trigger.
Only a chip of rock, I reckon.
Better get back to the rocks.
No, I'm still drawing cards in this game.